events at the Anti-Cruelty Society. For 111 years, the Anti-Cruelty Society has provided an open door for the neediest animals. Our mission of building a community of caring for and by helping pets and educating people is evident in all of our programs and services. Tonight, during the next 25 minutes, we have Tatiana Garrett. She is going to be discussing our after-school program at the Anti-Cruelty Society. This show is brought to you by TV21, and we invite you to call in to 312-738-1060. Tatiana Garrett is our Director of Community Outreach, and we'd like to welcome her. Welcome, Tatiana.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So today she'll be discussing our education programs as well as our after-school program, mainly our after-school program. So Tatiana, can you describe this new after-school program for us?
Yes, well, we're very excited about it. This is actually the second semester. The program actually began last October. Okay. The focus is on the link between domestic violence and cruelty to animals. And the program is really exciting because it's proactive. It gives Chicago area high school students an opportunity to do something positive to work against violence in our community.
Okay. What's the overall purpose of the program?
Well, the purpose is that these students actually become anti-violence ambassadors in their own communities, and they have a chance to talk to their family members, to younger students, to their classmates. It empowers them. They have a chance to become role models and mentors. It's just a really exciting opportunity for them to grow and develop. It works to combat violence and also works to just make a better, humane Chicago, too.
Then what are the specific goals you have for this program other than combating violence?
Mm-hmm. Well, the students becoming anti-violence ambassadors, giving them also a chance to really develop some of their professional skills. They develop skills and have a chance to create or write their own resumes, write reference letters. They also have a chance to develop public speaking skills. They practice a number of different scenarios targeted to help them develop coping skills to deal with violent situations. And then also they have a chance to then learn those skills and then teach that to their classmates and friends and family.
Okay, that's great. It sounds like a really great program. If you're interested in hearing about the program, you can contact us at 312-644-8338 or visit us online at www.anticruelty.org. So with this program, is there a link between committing acts of violence against people and committing acts of violence against animals?
There absolutely is a well-documented link between cruelty to animals and violence between people. In fact, there was a study done in New Jersey that showed 88% of pet-owning families with documented child physical abuse reported that their animals were also abused. There's also been studies that have been done on incarcerated violent offenders in maximum security prisons showing that they were predisposed to have tortured or committed cruelty to animals as well. So there really is a strong link. And being compassionate or being, showing empathy for living beings is it's something that's just good for a community.
Okay. Are you finding that some of these violent behaviors toward animals are often learned or taught by other family members?
Well, kids definitely pick up on things that they're exposed to. There was also another study that was that showed when women were coming into domestic violence shelters, those women that had pets themselves, there was a report showing that of those women who actually had children, that 32% of those mothers reported that their child had also committed cruelty or hurt or killed their family pet.
Wow.
So, in a household like that, it really shows that, a young child has little control over other things in the house, so they can turn to the family pet as the one thing that they can dominate or show that same sort of control over.
Wow, that's crazy. We do have a caller, and we'd like to take this call, and hopefully they're going to ask us about our program. Hello?
Hi, I have a question. If you grow up in a family and you witnessed violence towards your pet, or if you grew up in a family where there was domestic violence, how would you correct that behavior, and how would you learn how to not continue being a violent person?
That's a really great question. And I think that's also one of the things that we're really hoping that we can aim to work with for the program. If you've been around a lot of violent situations, it doesn't mean that you're powerless to change your own situation and the way that you behave towards animals or towards others. So, coming to counseling situations or programs like Exploring the Link and really having a chance to learn coping skills and learn positive ways of interacting with animals and with others is definitely learnable. I believe there's hope for everyone, no matter how traumatic of a situation that you've been through yourself.
That was a really great question. Thank you very much for calling. If you have any questions for us about our after-school program or our education programs, please contact us at 312-644-8338 or online at www.anticruelty.org. And if you're just joining us, I'm Emily Lettergerber. I'm the Manager of Marketing Events at the Anti-Cruelty Society. I'm here with Tatiana Garrett. She's a Director of Community Outreach at the Anti-Cruelty Society, and we're here on this live call-in interactive program on CAN TV21. If you have any questions for us, please give us a call at 312-738-1060, and we will definitely answer them the best that we can. So we've just talked a little bit about our after-school program and also the link between violence against human beings and violence against animals. Do we have any other initiatives with this correlation that are going on other than our after-school program?
Absolutely. The Humane Education Department at the Anti-Cruelty Society is really comprehensive. We offer programs on the link. So if you are a school teacher, or we also do them for adult professional groups or groups of teachers looking to do a teacher workshop. So we offer programs on the link itself. We have educators that will come out and offer those presentations. Actually, it's a lot of times even better to come to the Anti-Cruelty Society for those presentations, because you can hear the same presentation, but then afterwards have a chance to tour the facility, and it's always great to be able to see the dogs and cats and see all the animals in the shelter.
And a lot of people have no idea that we have so much going on. So if you're interested in taking the tour of the Anti-Cruelty Society, you can call us at 312-644-8338 to set up that tour, or you can check us out online at www.anticruelty.org. So far in the after-school program, this is going to be your second program, correct?
Correct.
What types of topics are covered in this program?
Well, it's actually a 9-week program. The students come every Tuesday and Thursday after school from 4:30 to 7. So they're there every week, and it runs for 9 weeks. This next semester we have begins actually on February 2nd. So if you're interested in joining us for this semester, make sure you go to our website today, www.anticruelty.org. And if you go to the education page, you can actually download an application and get it to us as soon as possible. As I mentioned, it does start next Tuesday. So this semester will be running through April 13th. There's a few breaks for spring break and things like that there are no classes. But in the 9 weeks, the students really have a chance to cover a lot of different subject matter. And it's really exciting because there's a lot of kind of other objectives beyond the main goal of having the students become anti-violence ambassadors. They learn all about the Anti-Cruelty Society and the offerings we have of our clinic and low or no cost spay and neuter clinic and charity vet clinic and the shelter, and they learn all about the interactions and things that we do at the shelter. They also learn more details and information on the link itself. They have a chance to do some career exploration. They meet field services officers. They meet our veterinarian. We also partner with some other really interesting and amazing people that we have come in as well. They have a chance to view a pit bull training class. They have a chance to meet our behavior and training staff at the Anti-Cruelty Society. They also have a chance to meet other people like staff from Jane Goodall's Roots and Shoots. So they get a chance to explore some careers. As I said before, they also have a chance to create their own resumes and work on public speaking, because as a goal of the program, each one of those students creates a multimedia presentation that then they can take to their schools and in their communities and present, so that they spread that word of anti-violence.
And they get to meet new people. So
Yeah.
if you're interested in joining us for our program, get your applications in. You can download it at www.anticruelty.org, or you can call us and get more information on the program at 312-644-8338.
And Emily, just to go back to that, you said it's fun too that they get to meet new people. It's also getting to meet new students, new friends of their peers. We had the last class. The capacity is 25 to 30 students, and in the last class, I want to say we had about 18 different high schools represented.
That's great.
So it's really great too because it gets you out of the other programs that are maybe just in your same neighborhood, and you get to come to the Anti-Cruelty Society, and you get to meet classmates and your peers from all over the city and make some new friends with all of them.
Great. If you're just joining us, I'm Emily Lettergerber. I'm the manager of marketing and events at the Anti-Cruelty Society. I'm here with Tatiana Garrett. She's the director of community outreach at the Anti-Cruelty Society, and we are here on CAN TV21. If you have any questions at all about our after-school program or our community outreach and education programs, please give us a call at 312-738-1060. And I've been here talking to Tatiana about our after-school programs, but we haven't really, we've gone into quite detail, but what is a typical day at the after-school program?
Well, I think one of the things I like about it is there is no typical day. It's one of the things I love about my job too. It's, we try and keep things really interesting and varied. So in the beginning, we start off with some icebreakers so the students feel comfortable with each other and have a chance to get to know one another. As we explore some of the issues behind the link and anti-violence initiatives, we also practice some coping skills and ways of dealing with conflict and issues like that. So there's some opportunities to do some role playing. So it's almost, acting a little bit of your theater and acting skills. There are, again, the opportunity where throughout the program, everyone's creating a multimedia presentation. So there's technology. We actually were lucky enough to receive a Chicago Benefits Award this year from Humana that purchased some laptops that the students can use. And so the students use laptops in the class to create their presentations, and they also create their resumes. Okay. So, every class is different.
Good. And I'm sure it keeps it diverse, and the students are very interested.
There is one thing that is consistent, that we make sure every class they have a chance to interact with animals.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's what we do. And it looks like we have another call. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thanks for taking my call.
No problem.
I was curious, do you, the Anti-Cruelty Society, or any other, sorry, my dog's so high, any other programs related, like PAWS or even animal care and control, do any kind of animal-assisted therapy in the Chicago public schools?
I'm glad you asked that. We actually do have, we have a number of programs. We go out into the schools and offer programming on pet care, on the link, on anti-dog fighting, and also on safety around animals. We have another one on protecting the web that's about not just domestic animals, but kind of caring for your ecosystem as well. And we also have another program called Pet Visitation. And we are in the process right now of revamping that. Pet Visitation is a program where we have volunteers who have dogs that a lot of times they have adopted from us. They go through a CGC certification, which stands for the Canine Good Citizen Certification, and they go out to a number of different presentations. Not a lot of it is Chicago Public Schools, because a lot of the schools that we interact with do have some parameters around bringing live animals into the classes, but definitely whenever a school would like to have one come out, we will partner with our pet visitation volunteers and bring animals into classes as well. So good question. And another thing is we always prefer, though, it is a great opportunity, if possible, for the class to come out to us for the field trip. We have a nice big auditorium for doing the presentation for everyone to see, and then again they have a chance to see all of the dogs and cats in the shelter.
Yep. If you have any questions about any of our programs that Tatiana just discussed, you can call us at 312-644-8338, or there is a full listing on our website at www.anticruelty.org. So we were just talking a little bit about all the programs we offer, and particularly our after-school program, and we were talking about the typical day. Mm-hmm. But what technical skills do these kids come out of the program with?
You know, I think that's one of the great things about it is learning a lot of those, you know, what they're called soft skills from the program. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I wish things like this were available when I was in high school. I think as a younger child, I wanted to be a lawyer, and I wanted to be an international corporate lawyer. And I think one of the biggest reasons was that I didn't know all of the other opportunities that were out there. So insofar as learning all those other skills, it's definitely a career development opportunity, mm-hmm. because coming to the Anti-Cruelty Society and being a part of Exploring the Link, the students have a chance to meet a lot of other career professionals in careers that most people don't even know about. Right. A lot of students don't know that you can work at a nonprofit and have a job as, you know, an educator or, mm-hmm. you know, director of community outreach, mm-hmm. or working in events, yep. Or being a director of volunteers. And as they meet all these different people, they have a chance to explore different careers that they think that they may enjoy. Then there's also the specific skill development that we really focus on, such as public speaking, mm-hmm. and developing those multimedia presentations. So they really do have a chance to develop a lot of skills beyond just, you know, not just about pet care, mm-hmm. but they learn some of that too. During this last semester, I was actually fostering some kittens at the mm-hmm. same time, so they almost became kind of like the class mascot, where they came into class all the time, and some of the kids got to practice syringe feedings and animal care too.
They got to name them too, right?
Yes, yes. They have since been adopted and they were renamed, but that's okay.
Okay, as long as they found homes, right?
Yes, they did.
If you're just joining us, I'm Emily Lettergerber. I'm the manager of marketing and events at the Anti-Cruelty Society. I'm here with Tatiana Garrett, the director of community outreach at the Anti-Cruelty Society, and you're watching us on TV21. If you have any questions for us whatsoever, please give us a call at 312-738-1060. Or if you'd like to contact us directly at the shelter, you can contact us at 312-644-8338 or www.anticruelty.org. Now, we've been talking about the program, but what are the key takeaways about our after-school program that you would say students walk away with?
Well, the students that just graduated from this last semester, and actually a couple of them even recently came back for helping us with a presentation that we did, and just from the difference of being with them for those 9 weeks, you can just see differences in the way they carry and present themselves. They're much more proficient in public speaking. They also really, you know, learned a lot about one of the young ladies, Camille. Even said that she really just was taken by all of the numbers and things mm-hmm. like that she learned about statistics of frequency of the correlation between human-based violence and cruelty to animals. And mm-hmm. You know, the students have commented then that they then, by learning those, become much more comfortable in speaking out against cruelty and violence and understanding that connection.
Okay. Then if you're looking to actually put in your application, and let's say mm-hmm. I'm in high school and I love hearing about this program and I'd be interested, what are the qualifications or what do I need to do to participate in this program?
Well, again, go to our website, www.anticruelty.org. If you go to the education page, you can download an application. We basically are just accepting Chicago area high school students. And right now, actually, we can even open it up that if you don't live in the city, if you live in the suburbs, you can still participate. Okay. You would just have to be able to get to the Anti-Cruelty mm-hmm. Society every Tuesday and Thursday for the program. We also do provide students with CTA bus passes, which is, I think, something we're really happy about, that, you know, students, it's not out of their pocket mm-hmm. to get to the Anti-Cruelty Society after school. So we do provide them with CTA passes as well. So, you know, you just have to have an interest. And I think it's important to point out it's not a requirement to want to be a veterinarian or have a specific interest in animals. In fact, I would say if you're one of those people out there that you don't necessarily understand why animals are so great, I think you'd be probably one of the people we'd be more than happy to have in the class, because we can definitely show you all the great things about animals and show you how people and our lives are so connected to animals, whether it be family pets and companion animals or wildlife. And so it's definitely something that students really take away from it.
If you're interested in participating in this program, you can call us at 312-644-8338 or visit us online at www.anticruelty.org. Now, do we have any other sort of programs for students at the Anti-Cruelty Society?
We do have a lot of programs for students, and as was brought up a little bit earlier by our caller, we have a lot of programs for schools. We also have programs for adults as well. We regularly offer a pet first aid and CPR class at the Anti-Cruelty Society. We also offer a pet loss and grief support group. And actually, we have something really exciting going on right now. Is we have an annual art contest that we do for students, and it's called the Animal Expressions Art Contest. And this year our theme is Community of Caring, and it just launched. You can find more information on the art contest at our website, www.anticruelty.org. And we are now accepting submissions, and it's a really fun contest for Chicago students.
Can teachers also help their students get involved in this program?
Absolutely. We definitely would not be able to do the work that we do of spreading humane education to thousands of individuals in Chicago every year if it weren't for the dedication of those great teachers. So we definitely work with a lot of teachers who it's almost more of a partnership agreement where they understand the importance of teaching humane messaging and nonviolence and incorporate that into their classrooms. And we'll be launching a teacher newsletter soon too.
Yes, we will.
So you can definitely contact us to make sure we have your email if you are a teacher, so that you can get on that list. And we'll send you all kinds of great information on humane education, ways you can incorporate into your classroom teachings, and we'll also be highlighting a teacher during those newsletters. So if you already incorporate humane education into your classroom, tell us your story, and we can definitely share that with other Chicago area teachers.
Yes, we can. A question that we commonly get is, what if I'm allergic to animals and I want to be in your program? What would you say to that?
Yeah, well, this last semester we actually had a few students that were allergic to cats. They still came, they still participated. As we do different tours in the building, some of those students then would maybe spend more time in the dog area than they wouldn't go into the cat area. It depends on the severity of your allergies. So, but there definitely have been participants in the programs who are allergic to cats or dogs and have still participated.
Okay. If you'd like more information about the Anti-Cruelty Society, you can contact us at 312-644-8338 or www.anticruelty.org. And it is officially time. I'm really sorry to say that we have to close our phone lines. Thank you for everyone that called in. I'm really happy to have Tatiana here. If she wants to just talk about the program a little bit more, you can. Are there any other aspects of the program that people need to know?
Well, thanks for having me, Emily.
You're
I was
welcome.
really happy to be here. I love sharing all of our great programs. I have some phenomenal educators that work in our department and go out to schools and again, host at the Anti-Cruelty Society as well for teachers and individuals that want to come out to us. We have a lot of really great programs, and a lot of people don't necessarily know about everything. So check us out on the website, and definitely if you are a teacher, try and incorporate some humane education into your classroom. If you're a student, fill out that application and try and join us next week. There's definitely a strong link between cruelty to animals and violence between people. And Margaret Mead actually had a really great saying. She once said, "The worst thing that can happen to a child is for him to harm an animal and get away with it. Animal cruelty just kills respect for life." So cruelty and violence in a community are definitely linked, and we hope that everyone learns better empathy.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Stay tuned for the next program, and we will be back next Tuesday at 4:30 on CAN TV 21. Thanks a lot.